And I need something. Yeah, nice. See, that's what we want. Nice and clean. What's up, mages? It is time for some mono black discard. I have not played a whole lot of Avatar so far. I know there have been a lot of really cool cards that have showed up. I've been opening some packs in paper, playing some Commander, and just having a good time. I've got some other projects going on, and so I haven't been able to post a lot of videos lately, and I'm excited to get back into Avatar and really just dive into some of the new cards of the set. There's some new mechanics. There's fire bending, water bending, air bending, earth bending, all of the bending, and it is a lot of fun. And I really think across the whole spectrum of Magic, there's some definite fun cards that I can see going all the way to the more timeless formats. And then of course Standard has its crop of new cards that are super cool, and even into Commander, a lot of awesome legendary Commander cards that you can build really fun decks out of, or take cards from the set and throw into other Commander decks or ideas. And overall, I think this has been a really successful and really well made set. Even though it's Universes Beyond, the gameplay's there, it's a lot of fun, and that's all we could ask for. So for my journey back into Arena and diving into the Standard ladder, which is still really fun for me because it's competitive and I'm all about that, I want to jump right into my comfort zone, which is mono black, and I thought discard would be a really good way to do that. Avatar has not really brought any crazy cards for some of the mono black archetypes, such as demons. I know there's some really strong interactions with sacrifice and some of the either Orzhov or mono black variations of that. I wanted to target mono black discard. It's a lot of fun and simple to build around, just taking resources from the opponent. And with cards like Outrageous Robbery, which is in my opinion one of the best, it's not from Avatar, but one of the best cards to put into a discard type deck, because it allows us to have a better win condition other than just Bandit's talent or pinging them for a little bit of damage here and there, because we don't have a lot of creatures, or really any creatures hardly, to push lethal. But with Outrageous Robbery, we can take a buttload of cards from the opponent and turn them around against them, and it's just a lot of fun. But as far as Avatar is concerned, there are some amazing sagas that have come with the set. One of them is the Rise of Sozin, which for its first chapter destroys all creatures. We don't have any creatures necessarily on the board usually, so this doesn't really affect us. We can then choose a card name, which is similar to our other cards in the deck like Ancient Vendetta and the End, where we're basically targeting specific cards that we know or recognize that are in opponent's decks, which is a very good strategy in something like Standard, because we know there's a limited access of cards and makes this a little bit easier for us. But we can choose one of those target opponent's cards and exile them, and then they shuffle, and then we return this saga back to the battlefield with the ability for it to turn into Firelord Sozin, which has Firebending 3, of course, really cool. Not something we're necessarily interested in, more so just the menace and the big body 5/5, and when he does combat damage, we get to put any number of target creature cards with that total mana value, X or less, from the player's graveyard onto the battlefield under our control. Super cool. We've got also Planetarium of Tong, but it's just another value card. You know, we've got an artifact here. Whenever we scry or surveil, we look at the top card of our library. We can cast that without paying its mana cost. We can do it once a turn, but we can also scry. Just a fun little interesting card to use our mana, because we have sometimes in the later portions of a discard match, we're sitting there with a lot of mana and not a whole lot to do because we've taken a lot of resources from the opponent, and this gives us a way to fish and do things with our mana. Another card from the Avatar set I think is interesting for discard is Ozai's Cruelty, which will allow us to do 2 damage to a target player and discard 2 cards for 3 mana. I think this is awesome, and honestly a really good fit for this type of deck. And with that being said, let's check out a few games on the ladder, see how it does. And if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Now let's go jump on the ladder. It's aggressive. I don't care. I'm keeping. I'm keeping. Frantic Scapegoat. Mono red, huh? Well, they can't wait to just do mono red things. I'm going to try to prevent that. What do we take? Full bore? Probably. One of their better instants. Alright, they can't do anything else. Neither can we until they play a creature. And we can Strategic Betrayal, but that seems silly. So we're not going to do it. Okay, I need some land. They have to discard 2. That's not fun. I mean, discarding 1, okay, you got me. But discarding 2, not a good place to be. That's why I like this card. It feels just right. 3 mana, do a little bit of damage, discard 2. Doesn't feel bad to play it. There's a lot of 3 mana cards out there that feel not the best to play because it can be your whole turn. Thank you. We needed that land. That's really good for us. We do have Ancient Vendetta. We know they have Might of the Meek and Turn Inside Out. Frantic Scapegoat, but I don't know if I have necessarily a good pulse on what to name. I'm just going to keep going here. Eventually they'll have to play something. Yeah, we'll just pay the extra. They probably will go for some sort of draw option, if I had to guess. I don't know. I don't care. We win. And that's what we were trying to do. We go first, and we have low mana curve. Like it. Alright, let's see what we're playing against. Ooh, a Lumra. Well, that's a bit out there, so we'll go for the Traveling Chocobo. Hunter's Talent. Yikes, okay. Artifact or creature. Or we can just go right for the Hunter's Talent. I think we'll go right for the Hunter's Talent. Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Well, I've got Strategic Betrayal for that. And yep, fell right for it. Not that, you know, it's that big of a play, but Strategic Betrayal seems like a good idea. So we'll get rid of him. Alright, now we can get rid of the Lumra just for later on. What else did they have? Bristly Bill? Yeah, he's got to go. Takes precedence over the Lumra because he's able to come out. Ugh, of course, they drew one. Alright, we have Feed the Cycle. No big deal. Let's see. They don't have any protection. Unless I'm missing something. Okay. So we're gonna forage. Can we forage? Autopay. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Bristly Bill? You and your brother, get out of here. Mazemind Tome down. We'll go ahead and take a peek. Not really interested in mana. I mean, I want mana, but I know I've got a Lumra incoming. They do have a Fountain Port, unfortunately. Strategic Betrayal. Let's go ahead and draw. Yes, this is why I love Cruelclaw. So they're not going to be really happy about that. Inspiring Call is not really helping them. We'll take Lumra. Now they have a little fish they can slap us with. Unfortunately. And it's good fodder for Strategic Betrayal. Another Mazemind Tome is always good. I'm just going to go ahead and draw. Seems like a good time. Try to get ahead here. And get that out of their hand. Not that it's... Well, either way, it's out of their hand. Ish. Maybe another one. Hey, that's a lot of Mazemind Tomes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. I'm going to scry with this one, get the life gain, draw with the next. Refresh my Mazemind Tome. Yeah, that's what people do. A land. I mean, it's smart, but... Well, we thinned our deck a little bit. Need some answers. They could easily play something ridiculous. Like Spring Bloom. Thankfully they don't have any landfall at the moment. But they now have land. Looking for Outrageous Robbery. Be really nice. Alright, Strategic Betrayal's feeling really bad. Let's go ahead and draw. We need answers. Land is not an answer. Once again, not an answer. So they're in a top deck situation. Kind of like we are. But hopefully... it's nothing too scary. Okay, there's our Outrageous Robbery. Do we want to wait? I don't know if we have time to. 5, 6, 7. So X5 is not bad. I think we'll do it. 5 cards is a lot. And I need something. Yeah, nice. See, that's what we want. Nice and clean. Opponent goes first. That's a lot of removal. We do get to get into their hand, and we have an Outrageous Robbery for later. So, give it a try. Ooh, Rakdos, maybe. Let's get in that hand, see what we're dealing with. Okay, at least we have a hit, but man, we almost whiffed. Okay. Wow. We did almost whiff. Okay, that'll be nice for us. Let's go ahead and play that. Weapons manufacturing. Whenever a non-token artifact enters, create a munition. Food fight. Yeah, man. Well, we have a hard time dealing with enchantments. We have a hard time dealing with pretty much anything not a creature, to be fair. But we're still alive, and they don't have anything crazy at the moment. There's something crazy.
You need a win, and I'm a winner.
You are a winner, Chandra.
Push it to the limit.
We're just gonna take that out. Wish we could do 2 damage to target Planeswalker as well, but that's okay. They will have to discard, which feels good.
My team's got me.
If only we had 1 more mana, we could deal with that, but that's okay. We'll take a little damage. Take a little damage. Alright, Cruelclaw. Not bad. What is in their hand? I mean, if it was a land, wouldn't they have played it? Wouldn't they have played anything good? I mean, land is definitely good. We can not attack with our Soulstone yet. You know what? I am going to gift and see what I can get here. Ooh, it was a Strategic Betrayal. We'll go with the Piggy Bank. Alright. They might send a, whatever these are called, vehicle, at us, in which case, yeah, we don't have to worry about blocking, because we can't. Okay.
Just try to keep up.
Chandra. Maybe I should have taken her out.
No time to think. Just thrive.
Alright, what do we have? A Duress. I just want another land. It doesn't do any good to Strategic Betrayal. Jeez!
Just a quick pit stop.
Yep. Double food fight. Grim Bobble. Okay. And they're out of cards.
Kick it into high gear.
Mazemind Tome. Yeah, we're at that point. Do I just draw? I need land. I need it now. Get it to me. That's not land. I need it. I've got answers. I just need land. Why is it so hard
It's been
sometimes?
nice racing, but I'm gonna go win now.
All right, there we
Eyes on
go.
the prize.
Finally, we can take out Chandra. She's bullying us a little bit.
This isn't over.
And let's just draw. Let's just, try to outvalue them. Okay, there's some more land. I'm happy to see that because we've got our robbery. We're still at 14. We've got a little bit of a... Oh yeah, they have an emblem now. That's not good. Not good at all. Okay. Well. That was a mistake. I should have strategic betrayaled. Unholy Annex, not interested. And we can't do anything else. We're putting all of our things on the table here. They know they have us if they have us. Well, they got us. Ooh, okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Let's get in that hand. Hello. That's a lot. So let's go ahead and get the Duress. Painful Quandary. Golly. Definitely got to take care of that. We will do that right now. Don't want that floating around. Lots of the same issues here. Preacher, though, it's pretty good. Go with the Preacher. I mean, it's going to take them a bit to get to their quandary. We can get to it. We've got an Ancient Vendetta. We've got a The End. Demon. Let's see. We need land. Oh, but I want that. I do want that. I can't, though. I can't. I really want that card. But we've got to get our land. Discard a card. Deadly Cover-Up. Seems like a good idea. Okay, now we can go for that Quandary. It's getting a little close to 5. It's a good idea for a discard deck. It's pretty expensive though. Phyrexian Arena? Honestly? Yes. It's gonna help. Alright. What's their big play? Rush of Dread? No, that doesn't make sense. Phyrexian Arena, here we go. I bet it's a land. Yep. Okay. Well, we know we get at least one. Alright, they're running the same things. Yep, that's alright. Just kidding, it's kind of a problem. This game always does this. There we go. Rush of Dread. What else do they have? Unstoppable, Bloodletters, Bandits, 1 Cruelclaw, Day of Black Sun. Yeah. Insatiable Avarice, Ruthless Negotiations. Okay, we took care of that at least, although still kind of scary. I'm okay. Scrying that away. Bloodletter. We're gonna have to shoot that, that's for sure. Actually, The End is the best thing to do. Get that just out of the equation, right? Nice little mirror match we have here. We are on a clock, though. I'll take some more land. Not that much more land, though. Soulstone? We can get this going faster than, well, ASAP. I don't know if it's fast enough. That way we can put our Soulstone out there next turn if we want. Okay, they're still floating around. My goodness. Ooh, darn it. Bandit's talent, something they have. I saw a Cruelclaw, but there's only one. Day of Black Sun is not an issue. I don't... Is it showing cards that we have as well? I feel like it is. Unstoppable Slasher. I like that. Yeah, am I crazy? They don't have like some of the cards we have. Yeah, it was just showing some of the cards we had. Let's see what they think about that though. And then we can get into their hand. I mean, is this an issue for us? Return to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's an issue. We'll get rid of one of those. And we'll get our creature out. Which they will probably remove. But then they have nothing in hand. Nope. Okay, what'd they draw? Bandit's Tome. Of course. I will get rid of the only card I can. Man, I knew that was going to be a good target. But now we don't have to worry about creatures necessarily. Ancient Vendetta. Okay. We're down to 9. Ancient Vendetta. Yeah, Bandit's Talent. Let's go for that. There we go. Cruelclaw. I will gladly take that. Yes, please. And we will attack. And we are now in a decent position. They are... Okay, they drew a land. Not so scary. We still got this Phyrexian Arena, but it is helping. Okay, good. That felt good. That was a nice little mirror match, and we were able to just deconstruct their hand with information we had. And that always feels good.